So hello everyone, we're just waiting a little bit more until everyone is back again. Please hold on a little bit.
So good afternoon, everyone. I was told that I should start, and I would like to start by welcoming all of you and thanking you for joining us now. And we are actually opening the last part of our LKDF Forum 2021. And let me say, I think from my perspective and from the perspective of UNIDO and the organizers that helped us and joined us in this journey, in particular World Skills International and European Training Foundation. I think it's the most thrilling and exciting part of the hackathon. This hackathon is the most exciting part of the forum of 2021. So thank you for being with us. I mean, this journey actually started, as you have seen, last year. It's your results are basically coming to help us to close actually a chapter that we opened last year during the forum 2020. And we would like to sincerely thank you for your time, for your contribution, and your passion that you for sure you put in trying to get a greener future for all of us. So I thought about the journey, and soon now we will hear from you presenting your outcomes from those few days. And what I would like to say is the journey what counts, and don't give too much, let's say, weight to the end results, because that is not what should, let's say, give us satisfaction for the participation to this event and to this initiative. Is as I said, is the journey bringing us here all together today, what counts and matters. In the end, as you know, I mean, we have been you have been asked to be challenged. And actually, we have some, let's say, eminent judges that will help us in selecting and in reviewing your results and your outcomes. And I would like to the judges from today to present yourself. I have here in front of me. Yes, we go. Christine, if you can start from your end.
Yes, okay. Thank you. That's fine. Thank you, Ricardo. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this hackathon. So my name is Christine van den Einde, and I'm Belgian, but I'm living in Italy. I'm working for the European Training Foundation. That's a European agency that's working in the field of education and training, as it says. And we are giving policy advice to 29 partner countries that are around European Union, and we help them modernizing their training systems. And of course, now sustainability is also at the heart of our activities. And so we are helping the countries to include, to give more attention to green skills, for example, and of course also the digital skills, entrepreneurial skills. So that's what we are doing in general. And I'm very, very pleased to be here with you and very excited. And I can't wait to hear all your solutions later on. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Christine. And Matthias, would you like also to introduce yourself?
Of course, Ricardo. Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening or good morning, no matter where you are. Name is Matthias. Matthias, that's not a mistake. My dad did to me, just to make life interesting. Every single time I introduce myself, So it's quite unique in.
Burada değil. Hemen kapıdan girince ikinci kapı. Şu aşağı karşı koridora giriyor.
I'll keep going. Yeah, I'm Brazilian American. All my education and kind of my initial professional development was done in Brazil, and decided to move to the United States and raise my family over here. I have two boys, one going to med school, the other thinks is an athlete and is playing American football for one of the universities here in Florida. Today, my responsibility at HP, it's quite simple. It's to help empower and enable education systems globally to bring meaningful outcomes for whatever that means to them. And how can we at HP support their journey for them of evolving human capital development to the next phase. So that's what doesn't let me sleep much. And on my spare time, one of the responsibilities that I do have is that I'm a member of the Education Advisory Board for the HP Foundation. And one of the little projects that we do have is called HP Live, which is entrepreneurship skill set developments that we provide to, well, citizens everywhere. So everybody can learn. If you want to make your dream come true, well, HP Life can help you do a little push for it. So this is what I do. And I'm based here in Miami, Florida.
Thank you, Matthias, for joining us. And Henrik, over to you.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Henrik Gundelag. I'm Danish, based in Copenhagen at the Copenhagen Business School. I'll come back to my business school engagement, but perhaps what is also interesting for this exercise we're going to do this afternoon is that I spent over 30 years in international food retailing and food manufacturing, mainly in retailing. Supermarket retailing, working both in Denmark and outside Denmark for almost 18 years. I retired some few years ago and embarked on a completely new venture, namely writing on a PhD thesis, which I, after a long journey, handed in this spring. And one of these days, I should get the result from the assessment committee, and of course I'm anxious to hear hopefully good results, but we shall see. My thesis regards multinational corporations' engagement in developing countries, particularly in Africa, East Africa. But I've also been heavily involved in a large project here in Denmark where we assisted Danish firms turning the SDGs, various SDGs, into business opportunities under the program title of From Philanthropy to Business. Ran over 3 years, and we assisted 24 Danish firms in trying to engage themselves both in the SDG agenda, but also see how could they turn that into business goals for themselves. So that's my background, and I'm looking forward to an exciting afternoon listening to the project. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Henrik. I have to say that it's fascinating the way you embrace the concept of lifelong learning, right? I mean,
yes,
but thank you for joining us. Really, we are very happy that you found the time to join us. And last but not least, I would like to give the floor to Mr. Dejene Tezera. Please, Dejene.
Thank you, Ricardo. Good afternoon, colleagues. My name is Dejene Tezera. I am a colleague of Ricardo and Matthias, and I am heading the Department of Agri-business in UNIDO. As you might have heard in the previous sessions, UNIDO has a mandate of inclusive and sustainable industrialization and supporting our member states in inclusive and sustainable industrialization. And within our department, we have a more, let's say, emphasized mandate of skills development, industrial skills development. And LKDF, as you might have heard again in the previous sessions, is one of the platforms where we bring together a lot of stakeholders involved in skills, and especially partnership in the future skills. So today's, let's say, activity is very much related into what we try to do. That means to encourage sustainable industrialization. And our department is focusing on this sustainable industrialization in the agribusiness sector. So this sustainable industrialization requires a lot of innovation. I mean, the business as usual is not there. And then the two-day session will contribute to think differently out of the box on trying to greening the production systems in the world. So I am very much excited to see what comes out of it. And then and this is probably have to also acknowledge and congratulate Ricardo and his team for excellent coordination. A lot of work has gone into this in this process. I think this is a very, very good example of how to bring together to kind of exchange ideas and also involve young people in the innovation process to find a solution to the global challenges. And thank you very much for organizing this thing.
Thank you, Dejene. So Matthias, I should turn over to you just to say, introduce also myself because I think I have not done it, but I have to say that, I mean, my name is Ricardo, as you can see also from there. And I'm today I'm probably the proudest colleague that you could find because I'm really very happy, very proud of what Matthias, Anna, Karin and Sissi, Niels did over the last months, talking about journey. I mean, those colleagues have done really a great journey in those last weeks. And then if I can present myself, I would say I'm really a proud colleague of that team. So Matthias, over to you.
Thank you very much. Those were very kind words. After this period, now we have come to the time where we start to actually go ahead with the pitches. And before we do that, I just want to say that it's my task. I'm not sure if it's such a grateful task, but it's my task to be the timekeeper. And I will make sure that it becomes extremely fair for everyone. So you will have exactly 5 minutes. If you, for some reason, go beyond 5 minutes, we will actually cut you off. So please be aware of that. And as you know, after each pitch, the judges will have a chance to ask a question if they have a need to clarify something. And we have 10 minutes set aside for each team for that, or for the judges to ask questions to each team. Yes, and with that, I think we're ready. Just for the judges, we have actually, I guess, randomly chosen the order of teams. So the team that will start just happened to be team 1. So before we move on to their pitch, is there any further questions before we start the live demo? Good. That means everyone is ready. Okay, so team 1, are you ready? If so, please start with sharing your screen. And once you confirm that you're ready, I will start the clock.
Do you see my screen?
Yes. Are you ready to start?
Let's, Hashna, do you hear? Yeah, then we are ready.
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, so we start the clock now.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team 1. I'm the team leader, Keith Lam, and here are my teammates, Hashna, Matt, and Nadia. Our project name is Open Foodscape, and let's begin with Hashna.
Yes, may I ask you a question first? Have you ever imagined that food shortage would happen in developed cities like Hong Kong? In 2020, there was a severe shortage of stable food happened, but why? It is because of the COVID-19, and people were getting fear as the supply limited by foreign governments, which hadn't happened for several decades. When speaking about supply, we will need to talk about the food source for mega cities. This graphic shows that lots of big cities' food are relying on other countries. But as a matter of fact, food supply for big cities could be fragile. For example, if there is another deadly pandemic, it will cause a food shortage again. So what can be the solution to tackle this problem? It will be foodscape. We can also produce food in those cities. A landscape can provide food and it will be foodscaping. With foodscaping, people can plant food anywhere with aesthetic qualities in this city, and it provides an option for self-sufficient system that ensure the food security. Also, self-produced farm can reduce energy wasting. The problem is, not so many people understand the concept of foodscaping. Only 9% of people fully understand what is it according to a Taiwanese studies. That's why we need a platform to promote foodscaping, connecting it with people, inspire and inform it to the community, and lastly, encourage people's participation in the foodscaping.
Therefore, we developed a solution, the Open Foodscape, a mobile applications for sustainable food for cities. Speaking about the uniqueness of our solution, it is an open platform for the community to explore foodscape and local produce. And customers can buy food and ingredients by different ways, for example, customer to customer, business to customer. In addition, this is enabled by technology which are available all the time and can be easily managed by IoT devices. Farmers, citizens, business, and food waste recycle are all our targeted users. Farmer can produce food to make profit. Citizens can enjoy more green and beautiful landscape, and restaurant could have stable food source. And finally, the consumed food waste can be the food fertilizer. This application will run in developed cities. It will be easier to be learned and be promoted for those cities as people have a high level of awareness of the use of technologies and healthy lifestyle. And the developed cities have excellent IT infrastructure to support the operation of mobile app. And this is the demo of our solution. And this is the everyone version of the Open Foodscape. In the main page, you can see the nearby foodscape and the food you can order. And also, there are the social media information for every foodscape. User can also see the map to see where is the foodscape, and once they click on it, they can select what item or what food they want to order, and the farmers can deliver it to them directly. And this is the farmer version of our solution. You can see the dashboard. The farmers can see the order list and the crop status for them to manage the order or the crop status. In the order list, they can confirm the order and choose to develop to deliver the orders, the item, the food to the customers. And also with the IoT devices, they can manage the crop status and the devices used on that with the IoT devices. And in the future, for the first year, we want to have a pilot run in Hong Kong. And second year, we will refine the ecosystem, for example, adding the coffee grounds collection and expand our system. For the third year, we would like to expand to the Asian cities, for example, the Tokyo, Taipei.
So the time is up. You're nearly finished, I hope. Very sorry to cut you off, but you were 2 seconds away. Thank you very much for the excellent presentation.
Matthias, can I make a suggestion for the next team? Give them a little warning of 1 minute left to help them with the flow, if it's not too much a problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so now it's the judge's opportunity to ask the team for any clarification that you would like to know more about.
I will start. So guys, actually, I love the idea to be very precise with this. One thing that I was having a hard time understanding is that what's the value proposition beyond just being kind of the e-market for this? Are you guys going to be providing logistics? How you connect the dots in your solution? Or this is all through third parties? You're just connecting all third parties together through your marketplace?
Yes, our solution is actually like the trading platform, like the Binance for trading the Bitcoins, or the Taobao in China. Is a platform for the users. The company can also join the program so that they can still provide food or sell the foods to the users. But you can also register the account for your self-produced farm, so you can sell it one by one from the customer to customers.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I may add another question. Thank you very much for a very interesting presentation. These farmers you talk about, are they all located sort of, if we take the Hong Kong as an example, within Hong Kong? Is that the idea behind your solution here?
Yeah, because in our team, we have two teammates. We are all from Hong Kong, and so for the first, we consider about the topic in Hong Kong and Singapore. So it will be more easier for us to start and for tackling the international problem, because of Hong Kong is also an international city. So if our solution can run in Hong Kong, then basically for other developed cities, it will be more easier to operate it.
But where are the farmers located? I mean, Hong Kong has a special status of being an island, or well, part of it is an island, a bit is a peninsula. But I mean, for other big cities, I understand the problem, but there they would have adjacent farmland with, should we say, normal farmers out in the big open space. So Hong Kong and Singapore are sort of special cases, aren't they, in a way?
They can plan it in the buildings, because now some buildings in Hong Kong have the garden in the what it calls, in the like a sky. So in the building, so they can also plant the crops on it, in it, and so that it can run this program. I think.
But it's particularly meant for that kind of farming in big cities on the top of roofs and so on. Is that how I should understand it?
Similar to it.
Okay, thank you.
My question was in the same, let's say, in the same area. Did you do a kind of research about the available space in Hong Kong? Let's say, I understand it's about vertical gardening. I can assume that, okay, I've never been in Hong Kong, but I can assume there is not a lot of free space, as like we know in cities in Europe, you know, where they have gardens. So did you do any research on that?
Yes, our research is like we see the landscape in Hong Kong, because actually Hong Kong has the landscape, but we want to develop it to be a foodscape. So if Hong Kong now are fully relying on other countries' the food supply, so if the landscape can turn to the foodscape, it will can help for the food supply. I hope.
Okay, thank you. Is there any more questions from the judges? Otherwise, we will move on.
Let me just ask one question probably. First of all, thank you very much for the presentation. It's very good. The concept is very good, so that the farmers or the growers can directly link to the consumers, thereby reducing the amount of the cost of the food by the consumer, at the same time increasing the value which can be captured by the farmers or the growers. That's a very good point. But what is difficult might be is the cost of delivery compared to the supermarkets, for example, especially if it is one-to-one marketing. For 1 kilogram of cabbage, if you have to drive from one part of the city to another part, would it be advantage? I mean, it would be at a disadvantage compared to supplying this thing to the supermarket. The supermarkets have their own, let's say, mechanism of delivery. The second thing is a quality of issue, because food, you have to have safe food in all this process. So who is going to kind of control the quality and safety of the food supplied by individuals?
Thank you for the question. For the first question, I will take Hong Kong as an example, because in Hong Kong, we have several companies that doing the delivery service. For example, the GoGo Van, and is the price of GoGo Van is actually not so expensive. And in Hong Kong, it actually the transportation problem or the distance is not ridiculously far, so the cost of delivery will not a problem, because in Hong Kong we buying the different item. For example, at the computer item or something, we usually will use the GoGo Van to deliver it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you also from the judges. I think we have to move on to the next team, which is Team 5. Thank you very much for Team 1 for the excellent presentation, and of course for providing the answers to the judges' questions. Team 5, are you ready? Mohammed, I see you're speaking, but I can't hear you.
We don't even see him.
So some issue with the connection, probably.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay. Yeah, we see it. Okay. Are you ready to start?
Okay.
All right, so I will start.
Okay.
Start the clock now.
Okay, hello, this is Muhammad Abab. I am Team 5 leader, and this is my team. So the main problem in developing countries have faced is that pollution and excessive use of fertilizer result in unsafe crop production and environmental pollution. So here, according to WHO information, 80% of polluted water has been used for irrigation in 4 countries. So,
the line is breaking up. It's almost impossible to understand what you say.
Can you hear me?
Maybe you can try to switch off your own camera. Perhaps that will help.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, shall I start again or what?
Go back one slide, please, Mohammed. Just go back one slide.
So yeah, here, I was saying that the main problem in developing countries have that is polluted water and excessive use of chemical fertilizer results in unsafe crop production.
I can't hear, huh? I can't hear you properly. Can you switch off your camera? Matthias, maybe the host can do that.
Mohammed, I saw you switched off your camera. Please try one more time, and then we will simply, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I was saying in this slide, okay, the main problem is in developing countries that have been faced is that polluted water and excessive use of chemical fertilizer result in unsafe crop production and environmental pollution.
Perhaps we can get somebody else from the group to present, because the sound is terrible.
So unfortunately, the judges and I think most of us are unable to hear properly what your message is. Maybe someone else from the team can take over.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Team 5, do you have anyone else to present? Fatima?
I'm not sure if Mohammed has another option with regard to his internet. Otherwise,
can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay. So one last try. Let's see if it works. Otherwise, someone else from your team will have to step in.
Okay. So yeah, I was saying here that the main problem in the developing country have faced is that polluted water and excessive use of chemical fertilizer result in unsafe crop production and environmental pollution. So according to WHO information, 80% of polluted water have been used for irrigation in the poor country. So yeah, what is the solution? Well, design and implement low-cost and natural-based on-farm treatment, for example, pond could make really huge impact, as well as make containers that convert organic waste and animal manure to compost could mitigate chemical fertilizer use. Besides, we are trying to design application to offer the cooperation between farms, and this application could be offered as this, selling, buying to other farms and householder, clean water, for example, clean water, natural fertilizer, organic seeds. Besides, this application has options to educate the importance of use natural-based solutions. Besides rental service that farmer is able to rent water tank, tractor, or drone. So yeah, here we can understand the sequence of the ID application. So step 1, polluted water collected from the open source, like for example, river, lake. Step 2, untapped land. It's used to create ponds to store open source water. In the step 3, natural treatment will be applied inside the pond. I'm going to speak about it later on. Step 4, treated water is used for irrigations. And finally, farmers are able to sell clean water to others who don't have space for creating pond. So here we can see, like, this photo shows how could farmers invest their available spots in the COP to implement natural-based water systems. Here in this photo, in short words, that sunlight and gravity, or in another word, sedimentation process, are key factors to enhance the treatment in the pond. Here we can see some experimental data about technology and how can pathogens be removed over a few days. Here in this photo, we can see different compost containers that mitigate fertilizer use. And here we can see our name proposal for applications. Yeah, here we can see the applications that service will be offered. Like for example, we can see shop with our volunteers and so on. Here we can see more services could be suggested to increase the performance of application. This diagram shows our stakeholders. And yeah, solution impact could be summarized as following, like water quality improvement, cost-effective farming techniques, reduce poverty and employment, reduce water and soil pollution.
1 minute left.
Okay. Here, this illustration explains about cooperation using application, for instance, selling and buying clean water, compost, as well as farmer could make initiatives, workshops, and so on. So to sum up our idea in short words, it is important to encourage farmers to invest and exploit untapped spots in their farm for producing clean water, as mentioned before, and natural compost, as well as create application to link farmers together for benefit exchange. Next step, we can make this application more powerfully and connected with big data source. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. You were right on time. Thank you for the very, very interesting presentation. I will immediately let the judges have the floor for any question.
Maybe I go first. Is this a proven technology? You showed some graphs of some data showing this, but has this been tried in already live? I'm not aware of this area. So is this something which is already out there in the world? Somewhere?
This application applied a lot of places. But the new thing is we can encourage and raise awareness about that. Encourage farmers to use untapped places to create this technology. It is quite low cost and easy solution to treat polluted water, as shown in this photo.
Thank you. Thanks.
What is the geographical area you are thinking to use to do this, let's say, solution?
Well, I am interested about the developing countries and low and middle income countries.
Okay.
Who they are suffering from the pollution, especially in water pollution.
Okay, so understood. You are going to find two solutions in a way: the water pond and also the application. I have not very much understood who are the end users of the application. Who is going to use that application? Can you explain a little bit better?
Yeah, for sure. This application, let's say some farmers have available space. So this farm can implement natural test water treatment and produce clean water and sell it to another farmer. How they can do that? Maybe we can suggest a new application that connect farmers together for benefit exchange. I mean that a farmer has capability to access to the internet, to the network to do that.
Okay, it's very interesting. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just one more very simple question from my side. What will be the advantage of the new app while it is possible to use other existing trade platforms to sell and buy the water and the soil?
Because this application between farmers themselves. So let's say one of the farmer have compost left over. So they can open this application and offer that I have compost that I can sell it to another one. So maybe another farmer who don't have let's say available space to implement a natural based water treatment or to do compost, they can sell from this farmer, another farmer. So basically it's benefit exchange between farmers in developing country. And maybe we can say some farmers can do kind of initiatives, workshops to encourage other farmers to adopt this kind of technology. It is really low cost and easy to apply.
Good. Thank you.
Because you just mentioned low cost, but would it not involve some level of investment by the farmer? He needs to, or she needs to redirect the water into these ponds. It needs to be pumped in and pumped out and so on. There must be some investment involved at the farmer level, isn't there?
Yeah, right. So farmers can collect polluted water from another source like a river, streams, lake, and transport to his farmer to do kind of treatment.
But then each farmer who wishes to establish this kind of pond would need to invest in pumps, piping, and so on. Is that correct?
Yeah, but some farmers don't have available or free space to implement this kind of technology. So this farmer can access to the application to see who other farmers have clean water. to sell it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mohammed, one quick question here. So I like the concept. What I'm not clear is what are you guys offering at the end? Are you offering the water treatment solution to them and the app to connect them to share the resources they are producing, or it's both of them, one of them? What is the solution you're offering?
Yeah, good question. So, well, the main idea is that to cooperate farmers together. So yeah, and besides encourage farmers to implement such really cheap technologies, because most of farmers, they use just polluted water and they don't have any knowledge about the consequences of that. So we are trying to increase awareness about the natural-based solution, as well as we can cooperate, we can link farmers together with using these applications. Does it make sense?
No, I'm still not clear, sorry. So you offering the water treatment solution plus the app to connect them so they can share the resources? Are you offering them both? So imagine I'm a farmer, I don't know how to do this, so do you help me develop my solution to clean my water in my property?
Okay, so yeah, so let's say that one farmer has this technology. So we encourage this farmer to do kind of initiatives and workshops to invite another farmers to give them the guidance to do this kind of technology in his farmer. And we can do, and like for the next step, we can like do applications to link farmers together. Like if farmer have like a clean water, he is able to sell it to another farmer. If he has like compost, he can sell it to another farmers. And we can do kind of benefit exchange.
Okay.
I hope it's clear.
Okay. I think we need to move on to the next team, which is team 3. Is team 3 ready?
A minute, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. If you're
Can you
ready.
see?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
So
hello. Yeah.
Please go ahead and start.
Okay. Hello, shapers of the future. I am Matteo Fagondini, part of Agri-Plus team. We are going to show you Agri-Plus, a revolutionary project that wants to create a bridge among experts, farmers, and demand for agri-foods. Throughout the research, we find out that unsustainable agriculture causes several environmental problems like deforestation and soil degradation. At the same time, the fastened raising of the population forces the farmers to increase production, making the digitalization of agriculture a real need for the future. So from one side, the digitalization is necessary to have an efficient and competitive supply chain. But from the other side, a guideline from experts is necessary to lead this growth in a sustainable way. So the question is, how can we digitalize the process between the supply and demand in agribusiness while helping farmers to solve their problems and guide them towards sustainable farming methods, creating awareness about topics like deforestation, chemical fertilizer misuse, and climate change? For this reason, we created Agri-Plus, a mobile application designed for farmers that tackles the problem of sustainable agricultural information practice to fill the gap between farmer and experts. Moreover, Agri-Plus also face the problem of communication gap between farmers and demand by facilitating matchmaking among them, digitalizing the agricultural supply chain. But now what I want to do is to show you a prototype of our project. So our app is very user-friendly, and the application has 2 functions. We have Agri-Plus for the future that gives information to the farmers about sustainable agriculture farming and explain why it benefits them, society, and the environment. It's a virtual bridge that connects farmers to research centers as university and NGOs. It wants to be the place where farmers can find answer to their problems thanks to the cooperation between them and experts. Here we can see some question and answer by the universities. Then on the other side, experts can study agricultural problem through real case study, collecting useful data. So it's a win-win situation. Then on the other side, we also implemented AgriPlus Wholesale, that is a virtual marketplace that helps matchmaking between farmers and demand by allowing them to create a professional profile about their product and business. It's a virtual marketplace that will allow farmers to show that their products, their business, throughout a virtual show window, as we can see here in the application. Then on the other hand, we can also visualize, this is the chat interface. And from the other hand, we have also the interface of the demand, so the supermarket and fruit vegetable stores. For example, also hospital and restaurant, they can enter the virtual market and see the offering, searching on the map, visualizing the farmer profile. They can also verify the certification, they can read the review and so on. Now, for what concerns the feasibility of the project, throughout a competitor analysis, we noticed that there is not a solution that integrates all the steps of the process. And through a Google survey, we also studied the feasibility of the application. And according to the feedback, we better understand obstacles, opportunities, points of strength, and points of weakness. The result assessment confirms the need of a tool like AgriPlus. AgriPlus needs also a partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture, NGOs, and Research Center. In order to build a network of partnership. Moreover, AgriPlus is financially sustainable because the project does not require a huge amount of money, because it's an application and it's supposed to generate profit through advertising and a fee for any charge of the market. The project involved human resources like web developer, visual designer, project manager, and technical expert. In the following slide, this one, we show the main milestone necessary to bring the idea to life, starting from a market research, passing by development of the app, then we move on to the partnership building, and we finish with the marketing campaign. So that's all. We really, really thank you for the attention, and please contact us for further information. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Excellent. Yes, you were well on time. We're here.
Yeah.
Okay, judges, do you have any questions?
Maybe I will quickly start this time. Of course, we as, let's say, educators and trainers, I personally like a lot the connection and the partnership with the research centers and universities, and putting the farmers in connection with the research and the experts. I was just wondering, how did you come up with that idea? Did you feel a need somehow? Did you check maybe with farmers or research students that that you thought they would be interested in such a tool?
I will answer now. Well, the point is that we had the idea, and then in order to study the feasibility, we create a Google survey in order to understand if it was a necessity, if it was need. So thanks to this Google survey, we verify in our country. For example, I spread the survey in Italy. My colleagues, they spread the survey in Albania, in Somalia, in India, and we collect all the data in order to understand if AgriPlus could be useful or not. And we were very happy at the end of the survey, because we saw that it was a necessity. So that's why we decided to create this project.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and great
Welcome.
idea to do the survey. Okay, I leave the floor to the other judges.
Probably I just also let me interject here. I think thank you very much for a very interesting presentation. So the app you are developing has and a couple of things to do. One is creating awareness among farmers on sustainable farming, and second one is linkages with research and universities. Third is more extension services, providing training to the farmers, and the last is again trading. Between the farm, between the consumers, and again with the supermarkets and probably large wholesalers. What is the uniqueness of this thing? Because we have for all these things there are an existing apps. How different is yours so that people can use it, especially the trade part also?
Yeah. What we noticed is that there's not any kind of solution that integrates all the process. Usually, we notice that there are apps that connect the farmers with the final user. But in this case, we move in the B2B market because we focus in the relationship among farmers and supermarkets, restaurants, and the demand in general. Moreover, the uniqueness of the solution is that we create, as our motto says, we create a bridge among experts that can guide the farmers, and moreover, we create a really easy chat, as we can see here. I'm showing the chat among farmers and supermarket. They can easily communicate. So the uniqueness of our project is also related to the digitalization of the process.
Good, thank you.
Can I also say something real quick? I'm also from the team. Also, we know in the survey we didn't include the other data here, but we also asked them how good are you with technology, and most of the people said that they are not very good, and the apps that are already present are very technical and are hard to use. So we developed the interface that is very similar and easy to use. Like, for example, you see here the chat is very resemblant to WhatsApp. And WhatsApp almost like has a lot of users, and it's very easy to navigate. And also the interface is very easy. So it has this thing that is special to it.
May I just ask the respondents to this, because I thank you very much for an interesting presentation. But this the study you did on Google, who were the respondents? Were they farmers, and what kind of farmers were they?
Yeah, we start to contact supermarkets, farmers of our local cities, and we also send this survey to university, to research. Of course, the point is that we had just 2 days to create the survey. So of course, if in the future we will have the opportunity to create a very big data set, the survey will be even more how can we say more truth can be better, but considering the time that we had, we try to do our best.
Sure. Yes. Thanks.
Yeah, no questions on my side.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you to Team 3. So that means we've come halfway through, and we will have a short break. In fact, we will take 15 minutes break so we can all get a little bit refreshed. And please make sure that you're back here 3:10, so in 15 minutes. Thank you. See you all in a little bit. Okay, welcome back, everyone. It's 3:10. And it's time to start the second part of the live demo. The teams that are remaining are teams 4, 6, and 2. So I think we can wait maybe one more minute. Let's see if team 4, are you ready? Even though we'll wait a little bit more to see that everyone is back.
Hi, Matthias, I cannot put my camera on. It's disabled. Is there somebody? Okay. Okay, it's good. Yeah. I thought you are kicking me out.
No, we would never do that.
Yeah, team 4 is ready.
Okay, so you can start with sharing your screen.
Mustafa, can you share the screen for us, please?
So we can't see it yet.
Yeah, let me check with Mustafa if he has any problem with the screen sharing. If there is a problem, I can share it myself.
Okay.
So now it's team 4, correct? Thank you.
So I think everyone is ready, waiting for you.
Douglas, I think you can share your screen.
Okay, I'll try to do that. Can you see it?
Not yet.
Okay. What about now?
Yeah, now it's coming.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so if you're ready, I'm ready to start the clock. Just let me know when you're ready.
Just a second, I'll check if Natalia is ready too, and then we can start.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. So I will start the clock now.
Just 1 second.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Since I'm having to share my screen, I have to make my notes
no problem.
Another place.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Yeah, now we can go.
Can I share? Because the two person will make the.
Oh, you're here. You're
yes,
here, Mustafa.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That something happened.
Yeah, you can share then. I'll stop sharing and you can share then.
Because otherwise. It will be complicated.
I think you just wanted an extra long break, right?
Sorry. No, sorry for that because I was.
So let's go. We can start.
Okay, we can start right now. Sorry for my mistake.
Are you sharing, Mustafa? I can see your screen.
Wait a moment. Sorry, I think I was sharing. Sorry. Share screen.
Yeah, here we go.
And make the full screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so no worries. Take a deep breath. Everything's fine. Just let me know when you're ready and I will start the clock.
Yeah, we can start now.
Okay, starting now.
Hi, everyone. So we are Natalie and Douglas, and we represent Team 4. Our solution is called Me2You, and it connects certified local farmers to businesses and consumers, and encourages the donation of food that would otherwise be wasted. We realized, talking to market professionals, that there's both a metaphorical and a geographical distance between farmers and consumers. Farming areas are usually located far from big cities, where most of the consumption is concentrated. From this main problem, we realized during research that it aggravates several other issues, such as carbon emissions, food waste, use of agrochemicals, food prices, farmers and local businesses' profits, and also ultra-processed food consumption. We believe that an efficient answer to these problems would be a solution that could merge community building and technology. Cities can increase their resilience to climate change and help strengthen food security by relying more on local and regional producers. Shorter food supply chains can help reduce these inefficiencies. People will benefit as well, since locally based, fresh and nutritious food will help contribute to healthy diets and well-being. That's the story of how Me2You was born. The Me2You platform can, at the same time, improve efficiency in the city's food supply chain by providing consumers and small businesses a cheaper, easier, and faster way to reach local farmers. This option of fresh products is more profitable for small producers who get to sell their products directly. They can also make their sustainable practices more visible to consumers, therefore ensuring a competitive advantage in the market. Consumers everywhere have been looking for healthier food, but convenience is still a barrier. Using the platform, this convenience, usually provided only by big supermarket chains, can now be found in the purchase of food produced by family farmers with certified good agricultural practices. Let's see now how it works with Natalie.
Hello, now I will show you the prototype. This is the first page. You can log as a farmer, restaurant, consumer, or a charity organization.
Sorry, this is our wrong presentation. I'm sorry. Not the delivered one. I am so sorry for everyone. Why it's open the wrong one? It's my mistake.
It's okay. I've stopped the watch or the clock.
So sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Since we had the different versions,
You know, these things always happen.
yeah, Murphy's.
So we all expect it to happen to some of us. It's okay.
Okay. we can continue from that slide. It's okay?
Yeah, so now it's Natalie talking about the how it works.
So I'm gonna show you our prototype. This is the first page. You can log as a farmer, restaurant, consumer, or a charity organization. There is 1 month free trial to build a trust in the app. Then the app will earn money from, at first, 5% commission after the orders of ads, and if you want to add an extra profile, but it is always free for the charity organization. Then when you continue, that's the second page. From here you can see your orders and of course the map. When you click on the map, it shows you where your location is and the nearest farm, restaurant, charity agency, and also the road to them. Then you choose your farm and click on it. Here is a fourth page where occurs the information about the farm you choose, pictures and videos of the employees, process of working, and so on. This is an important part because it will bring the consumer closer to the process, see who they are buying from, and touch them emotionally. And now there are some pictures of how the app will look like. And other thing, our app solves the problem with the environment, helps small businesses to rise after the COVID crisis, and build an irreplaceable chain between industries. That's why our idea is innovative, cool, influential, and feasible. And now Douglas will continue with the marketing part.
Yeah, for the platform to thrive, we need a big universe of users. That's why we designed a big marketing campaign focused on direct marketing to farmers and advertising to consumers. We can also prospect partnerships with logistics companies, farmer associations, local restaurant associations, and local governments. Now let's go to the most important part, which is the feasibility of the project. We estimate a starting budget of 150,000 euros for development, marketing, and operational costs. This budget will help us implement our 3-year timeline. First 12 months, we will run prototype tests in central São Paulo, the biggest city in Brazil, with more than 12 million people market. Next 4 months, we'll expand operations to the whole metropolitan region. Next 18 months, we will prospect new cities and study new markets for expansion. By the end of the second year, we expect to have our break-even point. And by the end of the third year, the platform will be able to operate in any city with more than 1 million people. So that is our presentation, our project. I think you like, I guess, I hope you like it. And if you have any questions, we are here to answer them.
Thank you very much. Excellent. Judges, do you have any questions?
I have a question, if I may. Thank you very much for your presentation. Very interesting presentation. Thank you very much. I didn't quite understand. Did you expect the customers to, via your app, when they get connected to a farmer, to then travel to the farm to buy the produce and the fruit and so on, or is a delivering service included? How did that work? I didn't quite get that.
Right, I can help making it more clear. Thanks for the question. Well, Natalie conducted a survey in small farmer groups in social media, and I spoke to farmers and restaurant owners by phone. And what we learned was that most farmers in metropolitan regions of big cities have already have their own small logistics structure to transport products to city fairs, or even to some restaurants. And some restaurants that I talked with, they already have similar contract with farmers to get fresher products, but that always depends a lot on both parts knowing each other, or already knowing each other. So our app can optimize the deliveries and upscale a service that already shows a significant demand, both from farmers and restaurants. Most of the farmers can't afford to subcontract the service of delivering the products, so they have their small trucks that they use to send to transport the food to the cities. So that is basically how it would work.
So if I were to buy 2 kilos of whatever from one of your farmers, he would then put that on his truck and drive into the city and deliver to my house. Is that how I should understand it?
Yeah, we would optimize the delivery by having a schedule where the farmer can have the deliveries from restaurants, which is a bigger delivery, because if you order only 2 kilos, it makes no sense for the farmer to get the truck and go to the city. Makes no financial sense for him. So we try to put restaurants in the product as well, and mostly restaurants, because they would have a larger demand that would make financial sense in the farmer's business.
And how, if I may just add one other question, how many different kinds of produce would each farmer farm? Or at least in the country where I come from, farmers usually farm just a few, if not only one type of produce. So how do you see that?
Sorry, I don't know if I understand.
No, but if I grow apples and I'm a customer, so the farmer there, he will just grow apples and drive to a restaurant with his apples. Well, that's maybe a bit of a stupid example, but whatever produce it is, asparagus or whatever, and then that's it.
Oh, right. That is one of the reasons why we decided to have partnerships with local farmer associations, so that we can have a larger amount of products, a larger diversity of products in the region.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
Will there also be prices mentioned in the application? So as a customer, you can choose where to go according to the price?
Yeah, when you register in the application, we will have a 1 month free trial for users, but after that we will have a 5 to 10% fee or a commission to the application to ensure the platform's sustainability financially. And when signing up, the user will be presented with 4 profile options. So the producer would be a local farmer that can register to sell their products at the platform. Then he will pass through a face-to-face inspection to ensure that he or she applies sustainable practices to grow the products. And if he or she doesn't meet these standards, we can offer consulting and training. But after that, he will have his profile with a video showing his story, telling his story to the consumer. And the second type of profile would be the restaurant, which is a local food businesses that can register to buy products directly from local farmers, and they will have a verified local farmer support stamp with a QR code that links the client to the farmer's profile, where clients can learn where the food comes from, and local restaurants can also adopt a registered charity institution, which is the third kind of profile. So certified local charities can create profiles to present their work and be adopted by nearby restaurants, producers, or even final consumers to get the food that couldn't be sold. So we can optimize that way. We can optimize the deliveries. So the farmer can reach the restaurant with the greater demand, and then a nearby consumer can in a 5-kilometer radius from the registered restaurant can so the farmer can get to the restaurant and then get the order of the final consumer. And if there is any food that is going to be wasted, he can then deliver it to a charity institution. Everything can be done in a single day, because the profile for the farmer will have a schedule for deliveries.
Excellent.
So just if I may just ask again on the whole supply chain. So there will be a farmers association. They will collect the different types of produce in one farmer. That one farmer, he will drive to one restaurant. The restaurant will take some of the produce for their use, and then local consumers will go to that restaurant to pick up from the restaurant. Is that sort of?
Yeah, and since the orders will already be placed, the farmer will know how much food he needs to send, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Good. Just an additional question to my colleague. So the farmer might not produce all the kind of, let's say, supplies a restaurant needs. So there is a need to buy it from different farmers in certain cases.
Yeah.
Does the platform kind of facilitate the kind of a consolidation or aggregation of the different food items and supply to the restaurant, or how does it work?
Yeah, since the farmer, the main idea of the platform is to create this sense of community, both between consumers, restaurants, and farmers. So farmers can see what other farmers are around them, and if they are not already in an association, they can join an association and send messages to other farmers so that they can get this kind of organization for deliveries.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. I think what I like most is also the unused or food which is going to be sent to charities, which is a very interesting one, as we are trying to reduce food wastage. That will be a very good solution. I think that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, more of an observation. Douglas, parabéns, and congratulations to the entire team. Just have kind of an observation picking up from my colleague's comments before, right? What my suggestion would be is that, Douglas, if you are on a marketplace or if you are on a kind of a social electronic community, right? It's important that your stakeholders, so the participants, know exactly what the value proposition for them will be and have their own interfaces, right, in there.
Yeah.
So you're talking basically just two of them, right? So the restaurant owners, as Jane said, is that now I'll have to say, this is what I need today, and the tool will make that selection or provide him with the options to get the supply chain match, right, with the needs that they have. So this is kind of the view from your consumer, in this case, the restaurant owner. And the other one is that make sure the farmers will have that same capability into this one, right? Because in order for you to generate traffic, as you said, that value proposition needs to be super clear, right? If it's a little confusing, you're going to lose them like flies, right? So you have to be very careful once you're building that kind of a loyalty, and make sure that they go try the tool, and they only going to return if they like it, if they see a value for them. So I need to spend time in here because it makes my life easier, right? So just a suggestion, you guys need to work a little bit more on that positioning into this one. So beyond the designing the platform that I think Natalie, right, is the one that presented to us. So beyond that, you need a little bit of work to say, this is going to be the clear value proposition for the farmers. This is going to be the clear value proposition for the farmers associations. This is going to be the clear value proposition for restaurant owners, and build the capabilities for them, right? So if you address that, I love the idea. It's fantastic. So thank you so much. And sorry, I'm putting my finger over here. My expertise on this is about zero.
No,
but I'm just using different cases, right? When you build businesses for different areas, those value props needs to be very clear on spot. So because they don't have a lot of time to go around with it, because they need to make sure that their jobs are being performed every day. And just one observation, Mustafa, I love the passion for you to be with the team over here, and be part of the presentation as well. So congratulations, sir. Yeah.
Okay, we did because they prefer to make the two different guys, and then because they are in a team, they want to do everything together. That's a good thing. I said I can share the presentation, but sorry for the inconveniences.
No, I actually like that because again, you're immersing yourself with the kids. That's super cool. So I'll just make an observation. So yeah. I love the passion. It clearly shows on them, right? So yeah, good job, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, that shows that innovation is not only for young people. This is what I understood today. That's a very good.
Exactly.
Right. Super cool. Yeah.
All right.
Matthias, if I can comment a little bit. First,
yeah, quickly,
thank you a
very
lot.
quickly, please.
Thanks a lot for the advice. And that was something that we put a lot of thought into to have every stakeholder understand what we want. So that is why we had a direct marketing to farmers so that they could understand that this is not going to solve all their problems at once because they already have some sales to supermarkets and other restaurants, but that can slowly build up into their market, their business, their core business, so that they can improve and upscale their work.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so time is ticking, and it's time for Team 6. So Team 6, are you ready to make your pitch?
Hello. Yes, thank you. I'll quickly share
just
my
apologize.
screen.
I lost my connection. I missed the last comment from Douglas, but yes, good job, sir. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah. Are you ready to start?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so I will start the clock now. Please go ahead.
Hello everyone, this is the group 6 and our project name is Fantastic Creative Solution and Creative Results. Our team mentor is Omar, myself is team member Khadija and Suraj. So for the problem, do you guys know to make one cotton t-shirt or shirt, it takes 2,700 liters of water to produce and manufacture one textile t-shirt. And in US alone, there is 14 million tons of textile waste goes to landfill. And in a survey, it shows that 16% of the textile waste recycles, but all the 84% of the textile waste goes to the landfill and it decomposes there. And the decomposition process takes around 200 plus years to do so. And in that process, it produces chemicals and many other things that was in the textile waste, and it mixed with groundwater and soil, which directly affects the soil and the land for the farmers as they use the groundwater to plant and grow their crops. And in many places as well, people use the water for drinking as well. So it's a health issue as well as agriculture issue. So what we can do about this? So focusing on bigger picture, the root cause of the pollution of groundwater and soil pollution, we will suggest to create an online platform which will collect, process, and recycle the textile waste, and also give back to the consumer and the farmers the recycled products. So the process is regular consumer like us, we will recycle and donate our textile clothing to smart bins, which exist in the system. There is few companies that do that. So it weights the product you're donating and also give you a QR code how much you donated, and you can scan through the system that will create, and it collects the information and gives you points, and you can redeem the points to get gifts like recycled products and many other things. And the waste goes to recycling process, which I'll share shortly. So this is the prototype, the app. So when you go to the smart bins, you donate your waste, textile waste. It will collect the information, how much kg or pound you're donating, and it will give you points based on that. And it will collect all the points you received, and you can redeem from the points and collect rewards based on that. So the supply chain will be handled by third party. There is a few companies, not not a lot, few companies. Just in US, there is Roadrunner, one company, they recycle those products. So they recycle and reproduce from textile waste, many textile products, clothing, and many other reusable green bags, which is, if you plant them, it will grow trees and many things like that. And for the revenue section, many companies buy those products and sell them, and so that's the revenue part for the system. And it will fund the rewarding option for the consumer as well. So who are the stakeholders? So the stakeholders are regular consumer, agriculture, community, textile industry, governments, and technology and logistics. Governments come in here because the long-term effect it will have for the environment, the soil, and the groundwater resources. So the feasibility is not that expensive to build, as the resources can be connected from the cloud services, and technology expertise is easy to hire, and establishing a partnership and building a stakeholder ecosystem. We can partner with many clothing brands as well as many industries to recycle those products, and also partnering with government, NGOs, and national bodies. Also, we can increase awareness doing this. Next step, using a pilot project in Winnipeg, Canada, and scale up project throughout Canada. Also expand if it's have a good response or good awareness, we can expand to EU. And next step, we can not only focus on textile waste, focus on other waste as well. So the benefits, it would put a stop to water and soil pollution, which affects many other things, and also creation of green products like reusable plant-based growable bags, which is this kind of bags which can be used.
Okay, so I'm afraid your time is up. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you. That was team 6. Judges, do you have any questions?
I have one, if I may start. Thank you very much for your presentations. Very interesting. This points system, why would you need or want to incentivize the public to recycle their clothing? Isn't that something people would do without points? So what is the point of the points, so to speak?
So the importance of this point system or the reward system comes in because to raise awareness, also encouraging people to use the recycling process. Because in Western society, we buy clothes based on trend, especially the new generation. If there's a new trend, we'll buy new clothes in different brands. So we just throw out the previous clothes after 1 year of lifespan, and we throw out. So there is not enough encourage or awareness of the recycling process, and they don't know about what the greater cause it can happen if you don't if you recycle. So to create that awareness and people engagement, the reward system will be helpful. Also, you are getting something back just doing the recycling. So there is the point system comes in. And did I answer your question?
Yes, it's just because I come from a country where we already have these bins and there's no point system, and people, as far as I can see, they readily recycle all their old clothes anyway. So I was just wondering about whether the points are necessary or important to raise the level of recycling. It is perhaps in other countries, I don't know. So I was just curious.
Yes, yeah, I'll just add more. So upon researching in the internet, there's one survey happened in 2018. It shows only 16% of the waste goes to recycling. Yeah, it's happening in many countries. In US, in European countries, there's a lot of things happening. But you can see the numbers, the difference between 16 and 84. It's a huge difference. So people are not aware of what damage it takes. It's happening because of that. You're not recycling. So creating that awareness and the volume of the waste. So that's where it will play. We think that it will play a great role.
Sure. Thank you.
Probably a follow-up question from my side. I think, as my colleague said, there are a lot of, let's say, bins positioned in different parts of the cities in Europe where people just dump the clothes, mostly for charity purposes, if I am not mistaken. So now, are you putting your bins in the similar places, or you are trying to make the existing bins more smart bins so that the people, instead of putting it for charity, they put it for recycling? This competition between charity and recycling also should be clearly defined. Yeah?
Yes, so there is many uses of recycling. There is one that is donation, where you can see in the middle, there is, the clothes are good, it can be donated. But what about the clothes that are not usable, that we throw away in garbage? So we are talking about that part. So donation is also one of that part, but the other focus is recycling that part, those waste which is not usable, and we can reproduce and create many useful things out of it. And in terms of bins, for the first question, in terms of bin, we are not planning to create any bins. We are planning to partner with those existing organizations to help our technology to combine all of those ecosystem in one place and make it work for better.
Okay.
Okay, that was actually my question, but I think you replied. So people will throw the same, let's say, their clothes in the bins that exist, the charity bins, and so you will, let's say, or coordinate with them and take out of that bin the ones that the clothes that can be thrown away. And then that's your, basically you're partnering up with those ones, you're not creating new bins. Okay, that's right,
Yes.
right? Okay, thank you. That's clear now. Thank you so much.
So that means how do you convert them into smart bins so that people can scan and do these things?
Well, I'm sorry, I forgot the name. There is in one Armenia, I guess. So there is one company, I forgot the name. So they have smart bins in process as well. So they don't have the technology, just they tweak the donation, but they have the smart bins which have smart systems. It's a small country, that's why they were able to do that. So they collect this in the smart bins. They collect donation, damaged products, and take those. If it's usable, they donate it, and if it's not, they recycle it. And it was successful in those small countries. So in scale of bigger countries, that's why we are planning to do the pilot program in smaller cities like a city in Manitoba, Winnipeg, and then expand from there.
Yes.
Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the company that Neymar wanted to say, its name is EcoCharita, and it's located in Slovenia.
Thank you. My bad. I forgot both of the names of the country and the company. Thank you, Khadija.
If you understood, you mentioned Canada. Would you pilot your project in Canada, and did you do specific research to Canada? Because you mentioned the 18% only recycle. What's the situation in Canada? Do you have information?
The 18% is actually worldwide research. So when we talk about only United States, the volume is 14 million, and the conversion rate for 20 years is doubled in recent years. For 20 years, it has been doubled from 7 million to 14 million. So the population are growing in cities, big cities. The consumers are buying a lot more clothes, and there's a lot more waste. And for the Winnipeg, the reason for choosing this one, this is a small city and less population. So creating a pilot project and partnering with companies, it would be a lot more easier to doing so in small cities like Winnipeg.
And in Winnipeg, they need a lot of clothes.
Well, in everywhere, everyone needs clothes.
Especially for winter. Yeah, I've been there many times. Naimur, good job in here. So just one thing that for me, it's kind of interesting on the process, right? So, and this comment probably will be valid for all the groups as well. When you're working, especially on the topics of the projects that they were working here, what I'm kind of struggling a little bit is to understand what's going to be your real impact, right? And the real impact is that put a number on it. Whatever your initiative will be, you say this is where everybody sits today, and this is what we want to bring them to, right? To go. So just a simple example. You mentioned if you contribute more, you get more points. Henrik make a really good point. Is that what's the difference on making more points, right? So if you set a goal that you connect your green objective, right? And put the points to enhance that, to measure that, to track that, and provide stronger benefits for the ones that are contributing more. Again, your initiative will have better traction. To the same thing that I mentioned to the other group before. Make sure that your value proposition is clear for everybody, that it's going to be participating, right? So it's super cool to have the points, but that should be a clearly value proposition or benefit of accumulating more points as well, whatever that benefit is, right? And if you attach that to the overall goal and purpose of your initiative, then you make everything connects perfectly. So it becomes sustainable long-term as well. I'll give you an example, right? Here in HP, we have quite a few sustainable objectives. One of them is in education, right? So our goal is very clear for the entire company. By 2025, we have to enable and empower people to produce meaningful outcomes for 100 million people globally. That's it. It's super simple. Everybody can understand that, right? Now we extend that to 2030, that we want to bring digital equity for 150 million people globally. So now you can influence as well, not just the solutions that they're building towards that specific goal, but and how each group can contribute to that. And for the users, the same thing, right? They know what we're trying to bring to market. So keep that in mind. And this is a valid comment for all other groups as well. I'm struggling to see if we're talking about investment on sustainable goals, they're very clear what they're trying to do, right? Especially on the agriculture, what the challenges are huge, right? Are huge. And you're all touching very important areas of it. So make sure that for the next generation, the next interaction, what you're bringing together, that you're going to have your goal very clearly communicated, the benefit for each one of the stakeholders participating, clearly communicated and defined, and you put your value proposition to it. On the other hand, though, the idea of promoting, right, the donation can provide an additional benefit to the natural benefits that it's in there. It's fantastic, fantastic. So just make that connection. I think you guys are on the right track.
Excellent. Yeah, that's very good.
Thanks a lot, thanks a lot, Matthias. And thank you everyone for hearing our presentation.
Great. Thank you very much, Team 6. So we move on to Team 2.
And Ricardo and Matthias, apologies. I know that I'm supposed to make questions, but I want to be part of the teams as well. So apologies for that. Right? Yeah.
So making us biased sometimes, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if this was my project, what would I do to make it better? So yeah, it's me and my big mouth. So apologies.
No, it's very good, very good.
Okay.
I think
all good.
If he connects a guy, for example, the last presentation, if you connect the benefits to back to the agriculture where cotton is grown, that means you produce less cotton. Less cotton means less land, less water, less chemicals, and so on. So all these things, if they connected to the app, it will have been very, very nice. But it's good, still good, I think.
Thank you.
All right, Team 2, are you ready?
Okay, I am ready. Let me share my screen first. And my mic is okay?
Yeah, can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes. So are you ready to start?
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hi and good afternoon, everyone. We are from Easy Eat, providing smart automated aquaculture food production system. We are from Team 2, where Erica as the CEO, I am Khairi as the CTO, and Mr. Osman as our company advisor. Did you know, based on Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, there are 5 billion hectares and about 70% of fresh water in each country is used for agriculture sector, but 9% or 690 million people of the world are still starving due to high cost of food transportation. In addition, traditional farming also use a lot of chemicals such as fertilizer and pesticide for their vegetables. So we bring to you our solution that produce 100% organic vegetables with less water, that requires small space for more production, that can reduce the high cost. This is our innovation where we are using recycled material such as shipping container with the combination of aquaponic system that grow vegetable and fish at the same time. We also provide our user with an apps for them to monitor and control their farm automatically. The production type for vegetables that are suitable for our system are such as watercress and basil, for fish such as tilapia and carps. For our market size, if we take a look at global, we have 173 billion for vegetables and fish market, where we take a look at local for small scale, we have at Malaysia, we have 1 billion market, and we target about 0.5% of it only, we can achieve 5 million. So our user and target market are from B2B, which is from supermarket chains, groceries, convenience store, and modern certified farmer. Based on our competitor analysis, we are the most advantageous where we provide the most vegetable and fish that require less land and less water with no pesticide usage. We bring a good impact to the world where through our innovation, we can save up to 80% of clean water and 60% of land. Moreover, we are able to achieve 6 SDG through our solution. Currently, we are in planning phase where we estimate to deliver our product at second half of 2022. For financial, we are seeking for $6,000 to kickstart our product with 5% stake of the company, where the money will be used for utilities, market, administrative, and most of it are focusing on the development itself. That's all from us. If you have any question or interest in our product, do contact EasyEat at the given email. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Excellent presentation. Thank you. I will hand over to the judges right away, please.
Yeah, maybe I can start. Thank you so much. I love also the background and the logo. It's very nice. I was just curious. So, what is the service you will bring? Is it the app or is it the aquaponic system? Or is it both?
We are bringing both.
Both.
To
Okay.
our customer. So let me explain. Sorry, if you want to.
Now, who will be your users? I mean, who are interested in building these aquaponic systems?
Okay, first our target market is from the supermarket itself, since we have a lot of unique supermarket. So we are trying to get some of them to use our product. And for future, we will target on modern certified farmer. So what they pay or what they get from us is the system itself, and how we generate money is through the selling the apps. The apps is free by selling the aquaponic system, and for continuous business, continuous revenue for us, we will provide then our seeds of the vegetable and the baby fish. So both of us can sustain a win-win situation.
So you will be selling then the vegetable and the fish?
No, we are selling them baby fish. They are required to grow themselves in our ecosystem. We are selling for short-term revenue is our aquaponic system.
Okay.
For long-term revenue is our baby fish and seeds of the vegetables. Because we also want to live, right, as a company.
So who are the buyers of this hydroponic system? Who are you
The buyer
selling?
is just now certified farmer, supermarket. We're trying to collaborate. Oh, sorry. We
So
try to collaborate with the government and the market chains, supermarket chains.
But will the supermarkets buy the container and the water system?
So it is possible, since there's a lot of market chains in Malaysia. So we are focusing in Malaysia. So most of them we are targeting more on convenience stores, since they are small market. The big market maybe didn't need our product, but the small market, they are required, since it's a food that all people need to eat, fish and vegetables.
Sure, I understand the final product, the edible outcome of the system, the produce or the fish. But this that you are showing now on your where, who is buying that and where will that be placed and who will operate it? What's your idea?
Okay, since it is portable, you can put it in city. You can put it anywhere as long there is space. Because if you take a look at our comparison, it just 160 square feet. For is can you imagine about 8 feet times 20 feet? So it's like the space of a car park. So you can put in Malaysia, there's a lot of unused car park. So you can put there if you are a modern farmer. If you are a modern farmer, you can just place it there and make money from it. So if you want to transfer it, then okay, because it's just a plug and play system. It's really portable. So if you want to have if you want to have people in poor country, we also can build it for them.
But I'm sorry, just one follow-up question. But the person operating the system would need some farm training, I take it, or fish training, fish farming training. I mean,
I'm sorry. Yes,
can I
yes,
operate?
correct. So don't worry, because we have our apps here. So with the using of the modern system, AI, IoT, image processing. So the farmer just need some notification from the system. So the system try its best to guide the farmer. So that's why also we are saying about certified farmer, where the farmer that have many experience in this field. So it's benefit both the old and the new farmers.
And in very short, that means you are selling the technology, this containerized farm to an individual.
Yes,
correct. Who wants to make money out of it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So your benefit, your profit comes from selling this technology.
Yes, we have two profits. First, for short term, from selling the aquaponic. For long term, from selling the baby fish and the seeds.
But the baby fish is sold by the other people. To the okay, I understand now. Okay, good. Very good point. Right. So you will be distributing the seeds probably the fingerlings to individual farmers later on.
Yes.
Okay.
It is very good point.
Hey, Gary, good project. I actually like this a lot. So congratulations on the presentation. Just a few things, right? First, you should change the name of the app. Should not be Easy Eat. Should be Easy Farm. from my perspective of ignorance on this side of the pond, right? So because again, you're impacting production on it, right? You're impacting really the farm side, not the eat side. You don't want them to eat your baby fish, right? Sorry, it might be a bad joke in here, but again, if the focus then is the farm, one thing that it's important that you have to remember that the area, right? So what is going to be production revenue that it can generate per square feet or whatever they measure, their farms are going to be extremely important. So if you're trying to get a farmer or any of food producers to say you can make more using our solution than what you're doing today, that comparison should be your first slide, right? To say if we're positioning this for the producers, the benefit that you get of having this is that we can produce 20 times more per square footage in your property than what you're doing today. And again, point taken, they will be immediately drawn to the rest of the presentation because now you're talking of increasing productivity, right? Of a solution that it's been proven for everything that you showed to us. But again, make sure that you attach that the value prop should be very clear to them, right? So when you start with easy eat, to say, oh, it's going to be something that I can use, right? Something that I could benefit from it, and it was not the case. It's really on the production side. I love the way you package this one, especially if you're using containers. It's an easy, transportable. Logistically, it's very easy to go around, which facilitates, right? The scalability of the solution moving forward. And if this is really a greenhouse, and if that's really go up to make sure that you're taking full advantage of sunlight for that greenhouse effect, as soon as this gets done, you have to send me a picture of it. I'll love to see that.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'll love to see that going. But look, good job on it. I really like the solution.
Thank you very much.
Can I just ask a last question? Do you have any idea of the cost of the cost of this infrastructure?
Okay,
7K, right? Yeah.
So the 7K is sell to the customer. So the actual cost is about 5,000. Because we are using recycling material, as much as recycled material as possible. That's why it's so cheap. So the other product is more on the sensors, on setting the apps, like that. The more on complex thing that can't be recycled.
I'm only not so sure if a container is recycled. I mean, I know in Europe they are very fashionable now. You know, people put them in the back of their gardens and so on, and they cost quite some money. But okay, probably depends country by country.
Yeah, from Malaysia, there's a lot of unused container, especially at the seaside. So most of them are used recycled to build house, to build many things. Are playground. There's a lot of creative idea in Malaysia. So I taking part of it, combine it to produce more green and sustainable environment.
All right.
Excellent.
Thank you very much. Thank you, team 2.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. All right, so that was the sixth and final pitch. So that means that for now, the judges will, I guess they will convene, and we will return at, I think we'll have to make it at 4:35. And then we will announce the winners. So we'll meet back at 4:35. See you in a bit. Okay, thank you for waiting. Sorry for taking a little bit longer. The reason was, of course, that we have such interesting solutions, and the judges didn't have a very easy job. It's not easy to make a selection, but we have now the 3 winners, because of course you are all winners, and I happen to have the honor to announce the 3rd winner. And the 3rd winner is Team 4. Yay! So Team 4, please, if you can put your cameras on, if it's possible with the connection.
Breakout rooms. So
how do we know?
So they are all now back. So if you can kindly re-announce the 3rd.
Oh,
one.
sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was too quick. So we have the 3 winners, and I have the great honor to announce the 3rd place winner, which is Team 4. Congratulations, Team 4. Hooray!
Thank you.
Brilliant, excellent work. Thank you very much for all your efforts. Yeah, with that, I hand over to Christine for the 2nd prize.
Yes, I have the honor to announce the 2nd place, and it is Team 6 with Suntastic. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations.
And I'm going to recycle my clothes, and I'm going to use your bins.
Okay.
Yes, and then over to Grace.
Thank you, Matthias. It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure also for me to announce the #1 winner of the Hackathon of LKDF Forum 2021. So please show your support again by clapping or use the reaction. And let's give it up to team number Easy Eat, or according to Matthias, Easy Farm.
Woohoo!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Congrats,
Congratulations.
I love the idea of the hydroponics.
So guys, congratulations to everybody, the passion, right, and the talent, and again, you're touching, all of you, right, you're touching very important areas in your community. Promise one thing, don't you ever stop, right, innovating, bringing these ideas and putting your energy to it, because you are the creators of the future. Remember that, right? If you want to predict the future, build it, and you guys are on the right track. So thank you so much for the opportunity. Incredible. And I have to call out Mustafa over here for his passion in participating with the team. Sir, that was awesome for you to try to immerse yourself with the kids on it. It's amazing, right? And as Jane said, innovation never stops, right? So innovation, it's based in your mindset. If you have the right attitude for it, yeah, let's keep pushing. So guys, amazing job for all of you guys, and congratulations. Parabéns.
Congratulations, Sam, for everybody.
Yes, for me too. Personally, congratulations. I think you did, all of you, all the teams, an amazing job in a short time as well. So I think it was a real challenge for all of you. So well done, well done.
Yes, thank you very much for some excellent presentations. All very interesting thoughts that went into it, and keep up the good work for the future. You are the future of the world. So thanks a lot.
So if you take a look at Osman's background, you see that he already has the first winning team background.
Yeah.
So before we move on, we would like to ask you to please go along with doing one thing together with us, and that is if it's possible for you to please switch on your cameras, and we all go like this.
Oh, I like that idea.
So we can We can all hold hands, or we all.
What if somebody's
yeah, please
below
don't sleep.
me, right? Yeah, on top of me. Yeah, okay.
I'll ask, please, if possible, turn on your camera for now, just so the picture looks nice.
But Matthias, you have to share this picture with everybody, right?
We will. We will.
Okay, cool. So okay, we'll do this. Yeah.
All right, come on. Where are you? Great.
Great.
There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Thank you very much.
So for the third and the second and the first place teams, we will help you to breakout rooms where we will do the same with those wonderful backgrounds for the record. But from the organizers, I would like to thank you all very, very much. It's been an amazing, I guess, 3 days stopping in and watching what you're working on. It's not been you've not had very much time, but with that very limited time, you've created all these wonderful ideas that we hope that you find a way to further develop and someday develop into some interesting solutions that will help people in the area you select to work in. So thank you very, very much. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you soon somewhere, maybe in person or at least virtually somewhere. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
And for the winning second and third team, please stick around and we'll do the remaining photos. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matthias. Thank you, Ricardo, and the team for excellent coordination and organization. Thank you.
Very much. Thank you. See you around.
Nice weekend.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.